I'm LC the Great.
And I'm A-Rap Money. And this is Straight Curvy Lines.
How you feeling, my man?
Simply amazing, man.
So, as always, how's it been for you since the last time? It's been about a good whopping 2 weeks because, as like we said in the last episode, we're taking it serious.
I like that. Nice touch.
I hope you accountability.
I went viral.
What's been going on with you?
Well, I got jumped and I had this big lump on my head.
Okay.
And everybody believed it. It was an April Fool's joke. But then they were like, is it a fake lump?
Yeah.
Like,
so exactly where the lump come from?
I was skateboarding.
Okay, so you were skateboarding. Yeah. So you decided to take up skateboarding at this age.
You know, my daughter, her girlfriend skateboards, so I was at the skate park round.
So his daughter-in-law, aka Liv, skateboard. So you were skateboarding, and what happened on the skateboard?
And Jackalop's coming too. That you just reminded me, that beach thing skater event where I got to see Tony Hawk. So what was the question?
So what happened on the skateboard that caused the lump?
That's not the truth either. I slipped and fell, guys, in the bathroom and hit my dome on the corner of the tile and the wall, like all of that. Like I cracked my cranium, bro. And everybody watched it.
Okay. What time did you do this?
I'd say it's in the wee hours of the morning. We'll go 4 o'clock in the morning. We'll go that.
Okay.
The video came out at 5. So yeah, and it's real bad. Real bad. That was real bad.
Oh, okay.
What have you been doing lately? I'm sure your life is probably.
Well, I believe. What I've been going on as always, working hard as ever. I believe I probably got fired / taken off the schedule. I don't know.
What did you do?
Okay, I work a lot of jobs, and sometimes I'm tired when I get to the later jobs, and I was supposed to be in there, and I was working and everything was fine. I went to go sit down. I said, "Ooh, let me take a break for a split second." And I rested my eyes, and 4 hours later, the shift was over with, and everybody was gone, and it was 1 o'clock in the morning. And
what time do you normally get off of work?
And I normally get off at 11, so I woke up at 1:30, and then I done dozed off before, but it was a little quick nap, and I popped back up. But this time, that was it. So yeah, I think they canned me. I apologize. And other than that,
who does that? You don't work at the mattress. What is it called? Discounters, sleepies. You might be able to get away with that there.
Yeah, so that's what happened with me. That's what's been going on with me. But other than that, the good thing is I want to devote more time anyway to recording. And some other things that I had going on in my life, so we're going to take that job off. But the good thing is we still have other income, so we'll live and survive.
But you kind of talked that into the universe, because I remember you saying you were going to quit the job, and now they quit you.
I was going to quit them anyway. So, it was a relationship that went sour. And, all's well that ends well. So we're going to...
Speaking of relationships, you know who has the best relationship?
Who?
They're couples that nobody's talking about. It's Alicia Keys and Swiss Beats.
Oh, yeah. I heard they got that beautiful relationship where they don't argue. So
how long they been together? 15 years, I believe, something like that.
Okay, 15 years, no arguing. 15 years.
That can't be true. That's lying.
They probably don't count. They probably don't count petty arguments. Maybe that might be it.
Disagreements and arguments are not the same thing, though.
Yeah, because I've been 5 years, and we haven't had no get the fuck out of my house arguments, but we had like little petty arguments here and there, maybe over food, because I be extra sometimes about the food.
You gotta leave a little bit. You just can't eat the last of it.
So like, yeah, other than that though, like, yeah, so they might not count petty arguments. So yeah, because we ain't had, like I said, we ain't had no get the fuck out of the house arguments. Oh yeah, I done caught you doing too damn much arguments. So like, yeah, we ain't had those type of arguments. So for the most part, we're, you know what I'm saying? So I can believe that they ain't had those type of arguments. But I believe they had to argue over something. Bathroom, kids. They normally the ones that'll fuck you over, the kids.
For sure. And I think my advice is, it's okay to have little arguments here and there, because if you don't, if you save them, they'll just build up, and then eventually you'll have a huge, big argument. At least in my experience. But listen, I'm not even in a relationship, so to give relationship advice right now, this is, you know.
I wasn't gonna say nothing. I was gonna take it, you know, and appreciate it for what it is.
Relationship advice is.
And if that don't work, A-Rab, also A-Rab advice, just leave them.
Yeah. High and dry.
So
local stuff. What's
look, we're gonna move on to you remember
the doctor.
You remember Bill Gates made the announcement, in 10 years there's a possibility that we could have robot doctors. Now my question to you, A-Rab, is, are you racist toward the doctors the way you don't want a robot doctor? Or do you?
I would like a doctor for certain things.
So like, okay, what would you take a robot doctor for?
Maybe not a dentist. No, not a dentist.
Definitely not a dentist.
For the colonoscopies. I don't want no dude. I'd rather have a robot. That's, you know, that's just me.
For the back door?
What else are we gonna use them for? They're gonna replace all the doctors with robots.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on.
That's the future. Elon Musk. That's what they said.
I don't know what I could use a robot doctor for other than a X-ray.
Put this on you. Okay.
Other than that, I need to be able to express to somebody how I'm feeling in a certain situation.
You chose your dentist.
I'm not racist, but I got preferences on certain doctors when it comes to health and everything. So like, if it's a dentist, I prefer to have an Asian lady, preferably with small hands. Philippine, I can take that race right around there. Maybe Indian, depends on what tribe. So now when it comes to the physical doctors, health, I prefer a black man. I'm very pro-black. I prefer a black man or woman. That's what I prefer. You know what I'm saying? African if prefer, but I'll take American. You know what I'm saying? Because it depends. It depends. Indian's cool. Those are my first top two. And then maybe ear, nose, and throat. I haven't seen too many ear, nose, and throat doctors that hasn't been A-Rab. I only had like 2 in my life. You know what I'm saying? And both of those were Indian, A-Rab-ish. It's kind of hard to tell. And I don't want to be racist, even though I feel like I've been racist for the past 5 minutes.
You really have.
Other than that,
you probably gotta have a black gym teacher too.
I prefer my gym teacher to look like he work out.
All right.
I don't want no gym teacher that's gonna tell me how to train and he looks like he in about a little bit better shape than me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want no gym teacher your size. I want somebody cut. You know what I'm saying? Cut. He ain't gotta be Terry Crews cut.
Tabo cut.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I prefer one cut. You know what I'm saying? So that's how, me personally. But moving right along, A-Rab.
Yeah, let's move this thing along. Local stuff. Let's do some local stuff.
What? You told us let's do some local stuff.
They said Omarion was in town.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He got booed. Oh no, he didn't get booed. I'm sorry. They just wasn't reacting the way that he preferred. He wanted people to stand up. Stand up. This is a motherfucking concert. He wanted people to stand up. But it's one of those Virginia crowds, and
they won't feeling them.
I don't think. Well, they probably won't feeling them because he think he can dance, and all he do is move his hands a lot.
Listen,
you know what I'm saying? Outside
have
the
you
hand
seen
movement,
him though? He'll go up there shirtless, and he's flapping like this. Hold on.
Yeah.
And then I would just go. I'd bring a bra and throw it up there. Like if I was at the concert, throw the bra up there because he is literally.
See, but that's what I'm saying.
He's got man titties.
But it's the Virginia crowd.
No, it's the man titties.
Well, and then another thing is, I think it was like the millennial tour or some shit like that. Most millennials are damn near 40, so like you asking them to stand up for a long time is a lot.
Yeah.
Just be frank honest.
And everybody wants to see Chris Brown anyway.
But yeah, so
and then who is it?
Another person that got the Virginia crowd is Corey Holcomb. Corey Holcomb, he got booed because of the Virginia crowd.
Yeah.
And
it happens to the best of us.
Well, yeah, it does happen. And as a comedian, I know it happens to the best of us. But also what happens is you can't perform those jokes that he normally performs in front of a bunch of women. Because, you know, the Virginia crowds have a tendency to be more women because the women are the ones that's outside and guys, if they're outside, it's normally because of a woman. So that's one of the things. But the Virginia crowd, especially with the women, they're not going for that bullshit. They're not gonna sit there and look at you throw those jokes. He should have maybe fluffed it up a little bit. But also that's more so of his style. He's rugged with it.
But he's been to Virginia before. I don't know. He just had a bad show. We'll just go with that.
Well, yeah, if you want to go with that, or them women and the Virginia crowd just ain't trying to hear that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? We're real selective around. Yeah.
I'm hungry. Anybody got any pretzels?
No, I fucked all of them up. So
we went to the street food fest, guys.
Yeah,
Norfolk's annual at the Waterside Street Food Fest.
Yeah, we went to the street food festival, and that was a great vibe as always. That's like the second year I done went. This time invited Great A-Rep since he be doing food reviews, and he said he had a decent time. So I thought it was all love as always. I'm still on the whole not eating meat thing, so I could just only eat selective things. But everything looked good out there for the most part. Other than that bullshit ass blooming onion.
Oh.
I got that pretty motherfucker.
Horrible. A grease ball.
Yeah, like that blooming onion was trash. I'm gonna be frank honest, because that's exactly what mine made it, and I believe yours came in there too.
It was a disappointment.
In the words of Max Special.
It was a disappointment.
But yeah, so like it was. Other than that though, it was a real chill vibe. A-Rap, did you have fun at the festival for the most part?
I did. I would definitely go again.
Okay.
But now I'm a pro because the lines are so long to get the food. You have to have food in your hand when you're in the line. That's the secret. Everybody in the line already has food from the last truck. And out of 38 trucks, I think I went to 12. So I know it's gonna be some more next year that I definitely wanna.
Yeah.
I would love to. I was in heaven though.
Oh yeah. A lot of I had some cheese fries out there that was amazing. With the little, and they also put a little like a garlic seasoning on the fries, so that was a new thing for me.
For sure.
A-Rap, it's a topic that you had brought up to me not too long ago when we had talked, and you said you want to touch on it, so I guess let's touch on it. It's crazy.
Why does my New Orleans Saints football team got to have the gayest shit going on? First, the quarterback we did on the one episode.
Yeah, my one team.
Painter, he's posing like this.
Yeah.
And now we got a lineman, Kalen Saunders, a defensive end.
Okay.
And he's opened up I guess this year's first annual youth LGBT football camp for the youth, y'all. This is wild to me. Why does it always gotta be my teams do the gay shit? How they gonna do it?
Tulsa, Omaha.
Indiglo. I said Indiglo.
Future run.
I can't, yo. You thought it was fake news. It's not fake news. Look it up. Google it.
Allegedly.
They gonna play Smear the Queer.
Oh shit. Allegedly. Okay.
But I found out the reason why. And the reason why is his brother's gay.
Okay.
And he's a break dancer, a backup dancer for Taylor Swift. So
Okay.
he's doing it more for his brother.
The support.
But,
Okay.
yeah.
Support your siblings, yo.
But
Support
that
your
sounds
siblings.
sus to me, yo. That sounds a little sus.
Now my boy got a cover story.
So this is gonna be the first annual youth LGBTQRST.
Well,
That's why.
we're moving. My boy A-Rep said he wanted to make sure this was a express episode. He wanted moving right along since we had things to do. Yeah, he got things to do. So now we're gonna jump right into basically almost the end of the show, and we're gonna talk about the fan concerns. Last episode we started something called the fan concerns instead of just hearing me and A-Rep run our mouth about random shit that we like to talk about. We also decided to take on the fans that watch our episodes and our show to let us know exactly the stuff that they like to talk about and stuff that's pissing them off. And this week we got Marcus from the 757, and he would like to complain about the tolls throughout the DMV and how it's killing us.
Thank you, Marcus, for calling into the show.
and I'm not gonna go into some of the cuss words that he used and stuff of that nature because I got my own that I would like to use. But for the most part, these tolls are getting out of hand. Like these tolls are literally getting out of hand. Hey, Rep, if you can touch on it, or I can touch on it, but like they are.
I don't. It's a sore subject. It's like taxes.
Yeah,
anything with that T, toll, taxes.
Yeah, but like the tolls are entirely too much, to be frank, honest. Like if you go through the toll one time and say they sent a letter and you forget about it, the next thing you know, you owe them $70, $80. You're like, okay, let me pay my $70, $80. You pay the $70, $80, and the next thing you know, you go out again and you have fun and you out to the bar and you come back through like, dang, I didn't want to run the tolls, but that's the quickest way home. So I went here and got the tolls again. And then next thing you know, they send another bill, and you forget about that bill. Now, magically, it's like you never paid the $70. Because when you go look at the bill again, it's hundreds of dollars. And then you're like, well, I only went through the tunnel 2 times.
It's a damn shame. They don't even let me go in anymore. I owe so much damn money. I owe at least $5,000, and I swear that dude be standing at the bridge, and he come out as soon as he see me, he turn my ass around. You back that way.
I don't even like I don't even like to come through the goddamn tunnel, but it's damn near impossible if you stay in the 757. Because there's something on one of the...
Another T.
Yeah, especially with that high-rise traffic. It's going to be fucking horrible. But long story short is, the tunnels are fucking horrible. I don't like them. A-Rep don't like them. He owes thousands. I owe entirely too much. I really don't even want to talk about what I owe, but from just know that I don't got it right now. It stopped me from getting your motherfucking decals, bro. Like, so now I'm riding around with decals that's a year old. Like, you know what I'm saying? It just stops you from being able to live life, and then they wonder like, yo, what's going on? Then they raising so much other shit around here. It made
a point.
Yo, they say that we was like, I don't know the percentile completely, but anyway, long story short is we about to hit a recession.
That's the reason why I switch cars every couple of years, because I don't have to pay it. Like, nah, that's the Camry.
You know what?
Like,
That's the old one. That's swap car.
So that's the loophole to get out of that.
Yeah, so.
Thank you for the.
And to be frank honest, he found a loophole because he figured out the taxes is the same much as getting a new car. So that's all advice. Just go get another car. You might as well start. Every 3 or 4 years, oh man, my tags went out. Get a new car. Oh man.
That's the trick.
Yeah, because like these tolls are out of hand, yo. The tolls are fucking out of hand. And this recession is coming because of the tolls. And that's why I don't understand. And I heard like, this shit ain't from the government. This is some private entity that is running these tolls and taking the money. And I don't know what they're doing with the money because they ain't giving it to Trump because he's taking the Social Security money. So like everybody's taking fucking money. So I don't understand who is it that we owe that's that much that we in debt that we gotta take everybody's money. That's what I'm trying to figure out. But anyway,
yeah.
Look, I'm a Christian. You see this? You see this?
Nice
I'm a Christian.
That's a nice shirt.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm from the south side of the kingdom, so don't play with me. But long story short is, the tolls, the taxes, the Trumps, all this shit is getting out of hand. All this shit is getting out of hand. But this is the part of the show where Arab's other personality comes out, the lovely Sandy. How are you doing?
Good evening, good evening.
So how have you been, Sandy?
I've been great.
That's
I
awesome.
like that shirt. A-Rab wanted to get one. Y'all got those at the street food festival, right?
Yeah, I asked Arab why he didn't bring you, so I hope he brought you some leftovers or something, Sandy.
He wanted that one that said if it's gay, then I'm in, or count me in, something like that.
He was looking at the shirt hard. I don't think they had him in his size, though.
Well, let's get straight to the obituaries.
Oh, so...
Mel Kilmer died. Is it Mel Kilmer or Val? No, that's Mel Gibson. I'm getting them mixed up. Val Kilmer died.
Val Kilmer.
Pneumonia.
What was Val in?
No, pneumonia.
What was
Batman.
The Batman. See, and that's the thing, like, Batman is a generational thing, so you know how old you are by the Batman, you know. I know the Batman, Michael Keaton, who's very old, so. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know some of the new Batmans. I knew the older Batman.
He was in Top Gun too.
Oh, okay, Top Gun. I think he was the guy that played, he was Tom Cruise's running mate, right? Yeah.
No, that was the black guy that was running. He died too. Y'all do you black people in these fences. What is it? That was Young Scooter. And when Young Scooter died, I thought it was Arab Scooter chick that was in jail for 2 years. He waited for nothing. But it was Scooter, the rapper. I never heard his song.
Young Scooter.
I never heard his song. Young Scooter.
Yeah, Young Scooter.
What happened? What happened?
Well, we might need to see some public records, but apparently he jumped the fence and it caught one of those main arteries and he so-called went away from here. Nobody seemed to have viewed it but the police.
I heard he jumped
I haven't seen no video. I really don't know. Well, I'm sorry, Sandy.
He jumped one fence and he did it successfully is what I heard. It was the second fence that got him and took out his carotid artery.
Okay.
Do you believe that shit, LC?
I do not believe that he was taken away from here from a fence, because if so, he would be, which I checked with the councilman at the AAA, which is African American Association, and we was talking about it. He'll be the first nigga in history that died from jumping the fence. We marked that in history.
Wow.
So, other than that, until we get the autopsy back, he'll be the first nigga that died from jumping the fence.
That's wild.
We went into history books and we checked it. So, never in nigger nation has this happened before. Other than that, R.I.P. Young Scooter. I hope the best to his family. We sending our condolences from us and all the AAA and the African American Association.
39, too young, and he died on his birthday.
Well, 39, and by me being, that's really fucked up.
Yeah.
Coming in on the day you're going out, but at 39, I ain't hopping no fences. I'm 40 and I just know I ain't got. That's why we at all about LeBron's. He the only nigga that's 40 and can still jump. The rest of us are biting the bullet on gravity. I'm telling you. But anybody else went away from here?
Well, the one guy went away. Was that you? The McDonald's left his 3 little ones at McDonald's, ages 1, 7, and 10.
That was not me. All of my kids are teenagers other than baby boy, and baby boy don't get left alone. He's 5 years old, and I just known him for 4 years because the first year she didn't even let me touch him.
Was it?
So,
was the guy black or what is it?
Sadly, it was a nigga. So,
Oh God.
but also I
Not
heard.
again.
Well, it's also, you know how we do. Sometimes we make bad decisions dealing with our kids, but you know our kids did not die. The 3 kids actually made it out alive. So, you know, they're not white. So they didn't sit in there and just die that motherfucker. They cracked the window and eventually the oldest one said, look, I'm gonna call mom because this shit is good out here.
Somebody snitched.
So that's what I heard happen. The oldest one said, yo, mom, that trip, I don't know what he got going on. But I at first it was something about, it was supposed to be he going in there for a job interview, then all of a sudden he ain't going in there for a job interview, so I don't know what happened. Long story short is, it went bad.
You gotta be more responsible.
Be more responsible. That's the key. Sandy, is that all that you have?
Yeah, we'll leave it like that, but we'll be back in 2 weeks though. A-Rap didn't even watch the last episode. Did you watch it?
I actually did watch the last episode, Sandy. That was A-Rap that did not take time out of his day. Because he might have been doing too many food reviews or fighting with the corner of the wall. So, if that's all that Sandy has, then it's been great. And I'm LC the Great.
And I'm A-Rap Money.
And this is
Straight
Straight
Curvy
Curvy
Lines. Yeah, I want it.